Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Tony Harvin, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'd like to thank everybody who's been coming to this channel, liking, subscribing, leave your comments, whether positive or negative. Much love and much praise to everybody out there on this evening. Y'all know my disclaimer. My disclaimer is I'm not a pastor preacher. I don't hold any type of office in the church, so please do not lay claims of those titles on me. This here is live conversation number 128. Live conversations number 128, and the topic is haters and jealous people. Haters and jealous people, in which we're going to dive into and talk about, in a conversational type of format and things like that. So I greet everybody upon this evening for sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of us have been through this or is going through this right now. You know what I mean? The haters, you got people who just hate you for no reason. You got people out there hate how you walk. You understand? People out there who just jealous of you, how the way you maneuver in life because you want to do better. But what's up to everybody in the chat room? Levy, Quantum B, Naomi Hope. Shout out to the lowriders out there too. shout out to the lowriders. Those lowriders from them different church organizations, lowriding with their notepad right now. They taking their notes. They taking their notes for sure. The report back to their pasta. They profit, PROFIT. You understand? What up, Naomi Hope? You says Levy said. Levy says, do you believe in good jealousy? I guess you're talking about like envying somebody in a good way. For example, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. When Michael Jordan was out there playing ball, that was Kobe. Kobe looked up to Michael. Not in a idol, godly type of sense, but he wanted to imitate Michael Jordan, his moves and everything. And you could see the similarities that, he envied Michael Jordan and things like that. If you're talking about that type of things, where as though you see a person doing good out there, you're like, man, I want to do that. You know what I mean? I want to do what they doing. If you're talking about something like that, Levy, are you talking about that? Lewis says they're gonna hate the chosen ones, Tony. Absolutely. I'm a one. God man says greetings. What up, Moni? What up, Caesar? Gail? What up, GJ? What up, Dave Mon? You says godly jealousy. Godly jealousy. What do you mean by that at Damon Wallace, aka God is One Publishing? What do you mean? Elaborate a little bit more. Elaborate. I would love to hear your explanation or what you got to say about what you wrote. What up, True Seeker? What up, Joseph? What up, Lisa Robinson? Hope all is well. Alberto Gonzalez. I had text you back. I don't know if you got that text message. C-Rock Smooth. What up, C-Rock? You said you want those guys are on your back. They are using you for promotion for their channel. What do you mean by that, C-Rock? What do you mean? Are you talking about those guys in Canada? Are you talking? Are you are you talking about those guys in Canada? I've heard that too. I would like to hear your explanation at C-Rock before I respond to that. What up, Emmett Spears? What up, Latanya? Oh, you said those guys. I've heard that. I've heard that in general. I've heard that for sure. Sometimes I can get in the way like, man, I gotta clarify some stuff, but I keep forgetting that this is like YouTube or being in the public's eye. A lot of times I would see like, let's say I would see like Javante Davis in the live or something like that, and people would be saying this and all type of negative stuff, and he would ignore it, and I'm like, yo, wow, he has good patience, he has good humble and ignoring things. So stuff like that. I do agree. I do have to shun away from things like that, as far as like giving false prophets like that attention, so I do agree. I said, I'm working on it. I was a little worse years ago. I'm working on it. I'm getting better at it. For sure. I'm getting better, you know? Appreciate the advice at C Rock. For sure. Um, Alberto says, how you text me? A phone number. Unless that was somebody else texting me stating that they was Alberto, you know. Mr. Ham, what up, Mr. Ham? You said said the Bible referred to jealousy is as cruel as the grave. Heard that. What up, Willie? What up, Willie? Let me see. How do I check your messages? Alberto said. What do you mean? How do you check the messages? I'm kind of see if I can see this message right now. Let me see. Oh yeah, you got a 530 area code, man. Unless that was somebody else playing as you. Appreciate that at Damon Wallace with the chapter and verse. Appreciate that. What up, Randy Jenkins? I'm an introvert, so enjoy my own company and avoid jealous human contact. Being in touch with your own thoughts and avoiding toxic people is the best way. Okay, what up, Lewis? He says, I feel chosen, even though I know I'm bottom of the barrel. I'm just glad he came in my life when I was 25, 24, 25. God bless Gino for having a place for me to go. Absolutely. True Seeger. He says, sometimes when you don't agree with each other, with other people, they consider it hating. That's a good point right there. That's a good point. I'm talking about, when like somebody just got that demeanor about them that they just hate you, but some people could take that of disagreeing as hate. I do agree with that, Okay. Levy says yes. He was talking about that. I had a female friend tell me she was jealous of me, and I told her not to be until she explained it. Was good jealousy. Okay, cool. Oh, that wasn't you, Alberto? Okay, was somebody text me from a 530 number. They text me from a 530 number. They said, hello, Tony. This is Alberto Gonzalez. I want to debate both Hayes and St. Louis. Hayes is a Trinitarian, and so is St. Louis. I want to debate both of them. That's what they wrote. I text Brother Hayes. He ain't no Trinitarian. Brother Hayes ain't no Trinitarian. So I guess that was just a person playing like you, trying to stir up something. As I always state, people do that. If that wasn't you, they try to stir up something. C-Rock says they are using mind games to get to Apostle. Apostle calls men like them ants. Oh, man. Alberto says, I got two phones, 832 and 346. Well, I don't know if I can see this right here. I don't care if I put these people number out here, too. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it. There you go right there. See that? That's their phone number right there. You know what I mean? Playing like you. So y'all contact them for sure. All right? That's facts right there. What up, Sister Shay? What up? Jose Barrow says, we have to remember we have a jealous God, not the same as jealousy of humans. Right. R.E. Winkle says, hey, Tony, hope all is well. All is great. For sure. Alberto Gonzalez says, that's not him. Thank you for clarifying. Thank you for clarifying that. You know what I mean? Listen, that's the proof right there. You know what I mean? Somebody trying to play like they you. I told you, we got low riders in here. They will low ride and try to conjure up something, just like that. His phone number, you know. I really thought it was you. You know what I mean? But you said it wasn't you. I'm glad you logged on. You know, because that's proof in the pudding that you got low riders on here. You know, that's in the cut trying to start something. That's trying to conjure up something, taking somebody else's name. You know, it's crazy how people gonna have the time like that to try to conjure up something. Listen, you ain't got a job. You ain't got activities you need to be doing to be doing something like that, you know? And this happens almost every week, whether it's in my emails, Facebook, my phone. You know, I get random text messages, not, hate or anything like that, but just certain people stating this person or that person trying to conjure up something, it's crazy that people got the time like that. What up, great man? Num Two Sons says slide into it. What up, Jody Jones? Shout out Tony Harvin. God bless. What up, Louisiana? For show. Alberto Gonzalez says, I didn't know I was that important. Well, maybe it's good jealousy. Maybe it's good jealousy at Alberto, For sure. Lady Speed Smith says, blessings, bro. No time for jealousy when you know who you are and the Lord Jesus Christ. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Shirley see what is that dude? It says good night, everyone. Good night to you too. Mr. Ham says that's what these lames keyboard warriors do. Absolutely. Fleming says YouTube didn't send me notification you were on. Yeah, YouTube is acting up again. Well, the thing is with jealousy, and I'm not taking away from people who are not too much in the public's eye, but what I've learned is that when you're in the public's eye, it's like you feel as though those who come out the woodworks are hating on you. Some people may come at you in a disagreeing way, but it's just their whole demeanor. Just their whole demeanor about being hateful. It's a certain way to go about things. If you disagree with somebody, I disagree, or some people have disagree with me in a respectful way. You got Wayne Little Smith. We disagree, but he's still a cool individual, still a respectful person. You understand that? But then you may have people in the comment section saying disrespectful things, and that's where the barrier of hatred lies at. You know what I mean? So a lot of people may disagree with certain things on this YouTube channel, or just by your lifestyle, or if you're at work, people may not like you. When I'm at work, listen, I ain't say I'm on YouTube. I don't say none of that. I just stay in the cut, listen, be quiet, do my work, and hopefully nobody don't bring it up with anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Because people may dislike you, or a company may dislike you just because you may be in the public's eye a little bit. You know what I mean? So I don't understand why people are like that. Embrace that a person is putting out truth, putting out encouraging things and stuff like that. We see it all the time. Not that I'm in tune with hip hop music and stuff like that, but you may have, and I remember, I'm not going to sit here and justify and glorify Nipsey Hussle, but what he did for his community, build up businesses and whatnot, and things of that nature was good, to build businesses and give people jobs and stuff like that. All the other stuff, stuff like that, So he had a friend, and that friend who was in his camp or whatever shot and killed him. That was hatred and jealousy. That was hatred and jealousy. And you got people out there like that. They jealous of how your life is elevating, especially if you're in the truth. You know, Nipsey Hussle wasn't in the truth. You know, some of the things he did for the community was, you know, it was all right, whatever, okay. You know what I mean? You helping out the urban communities and whatever the case may be. But when you in the truth, when you striving for God, it's a different ball game, man. It's a different ball. Listen, you getting threats left and right, for sure. And you definitely got to watch your back for people who so-called call you their brother or sister in Christ and things. You really got to examine people without letting them know you examining them. You understand that? And even that work, for sure. School, church, your own family. You understand? Your own family, you know. Let me go to the comment section again. You said jealousy can kill. Gotta be careful. The enemy using folks. You're absolutely right on that one. You, you you're absolutely right. You know. Um. mm, what up, K. Amen. Truth Seeker says people hate when you're winning and when you let your light shine. When your light is shining. Absolutely, absolutely. You know, instead of getting the jewels and the knowledge upon how they can shine and you know what I mean and excel in life. They rather, suck their teeth at you, hate on you. Listen, just go get some knowledge from this person. How they do this and how they do that. Of course, it's hard work. You know what I mean? It doesn't hurt to get advice from people at all. It doesn't hurt. You understand that? You got to stick together in general. You know what I'm saying? All right. Gail says absolutely. Neil Hope said you speaking nice. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. You know. Who else? Did I miss anybody? Randy Jenkins, you said jealousy is too much energy wasted. It's much easier to try unity with each other. I'm blessed. So are you. That's how you think. Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Appreciate that for sure. You know? All right. What up, Sister Shay? What up? What up? What up, Lisa Love? What's up? What's up? So, people in the chat room, how do you deal when you know that somebody has jealousy against you? How do you deal with it? You know, how do you deal with when you know somebody has some format of hatred towards you? You know, how do you address the situation? I know some of us address it with our, you know what I mean? You got to get in that shoe shine, left hook. You know what I mean? Some of us want to shoe shine them. You know what I mean? Or throw that jab over here and right. You know what I mean? Don't go try that at home on anybody, you know? Don't go try that at home for sure. All right? So how do y'all deal with hatred, and you know that a person is jealous of you? You know, feel free to share your comments and your thoughts in reference to that. T. Howard says, "Hey Tony, thanks for a real conversation. Jealousy is ignorance. The people that's jealous for no reason and hate for no reason have heart issues. We have no control over people, lack thereof." Good point. Good point for sure. Jealousy is loud. Whoever has it can't be quiet about it. Absolutely. Absolutely. You said Nipsey Hussle. Nipsey was killed by Eric Holder because of jealousy and envy. Oh, absolutely. You know, absolutely. When you shoot a man like that and then you kicked him in the head, after shooting him some more, that was personal. You know that was personal, filled with jealousy and hate and things of that nature, you know? And I'm not glorifying becoming a rapper and stuff like that, but it seems that he was a bit jealous that, Nipsey career elevated and he just stood still. You understand that? That's crazy. You got people out there like that. Listen, you could elevate as an accountant, a doctor, a lawyer. You know what I mean? You could elevate as a president working at McDonald's, whereas though, or you could come into a new job, right? And somebody could have been there for 20 years, and still at the same position, but you would come in there. Blessings to God that God bless you after a year and you the vice president. Whereas though they still at stage one, and those type of people can develop a jealousy for you. Like, wow, this person only been here for a year. I've been here for 20 years. How they get that position? You know what I mean? How they get that position? So people could definitely be jealous of you on that one too. T. Howard says, pay them no mind unless they come at me in a disrespectful way. In a disrespectful way, for sure. For sure, for sure, you know. um Naomi Hope says, I can't be you because you're you. You can't be me because I'm me. Just uplift each other, man. Absolutely. I definitely agree with that. Okay. Definitely, definitely. All right. All right. K Amen. You says for years I heard people um say persons or people close to me were jealous, but because I never looked at myself like that, I didn't see why would they be jealous. Yeah, yeah, because the way you're moving, you know what I mean? You could be moving in such a good way, a great way, you know what I mean? You focus, you determine, and you'll be surprised how many people don't have the drive, you know, the way other people do, or just people just could be jealous of you just because, you know what I mean? You're doing you, you know? All right. Italian says, I will pray for that person and hope God will change their character. Good one. Good one for sure. Absolutely, you know. True Sticker says, I play it off like I don't know, but I watch the person. Good one. Absolutely. You know. Shirley says, heart is desperately wicked. For sure. Lewis says, not trying to brag, but everyone I ever met, even when those people had more than me, I still would feel hate and jealousy. It's like something that can't be brought. Again, all glory to the Almighty. What up, D, Dr. TV? Yeah, to straight into. Get to straight into. What that mean? What up, Moran Brown? You says, big up, Tony. Can we really get away from jealous people who are jealous? You're talking about physically, mentally? What are you talking about at Maureen Brown? Trent says, what advice would you give a person who is dealing with jealousy or envy? Me, honestly, I don't pay them no mind. You know, I don't pay them no mind. You know, outside of YouTube or whatever, there has been family members. You know, I have witnessed certain things. You know, people make certain comments. You know, I just dust it off. You know, I shrug it off. You know, and keep doing me. I when those type of people, whether it was family members or friends who kind of set me up when I was young with certain things, just don't pay no mind. Keep doing you, keep striving, keep being determined and focus on your goals that you're trying to accomplish, in life. And of course, keep God first in general. You know, appreciate that at Tyler Van. Jackie McCall says you have in the body of Christ mature believers and you have immature believers. Both have to grow. Love, love, love will cover all things as we both continue to grow. That's good right there. That's good. You know. All right. Okay. All right. JG says. GJ says if you have friends, keep your circle small. Your enemy could be closer than you think. Could be your family or best friend. He says, trust nobody but God, as Mr. Shakur says. K.A. Min says, close friends will mock my clothes hairstyle, saying, why does she have to dress up all the time? Then dare say my clothes look old fashioned, but weeks later we'll buy something similar. T. Howard says, that's why, as people, you have to know who qualifies and gives the ability to obtain wealth. Flo, what up, Flo? You know, Flo in the building, Jersey in the building. He says, I don't do well, and this is from K.A. He says, I don't do well with jealous people. They have been very possessive no matter how much you confront them or stay away from them. They constantly ask strangers about you, your whereabouts. Wow. 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 G Money Hollywood. Jealousy is a mental illness and requires seeing a mental health provider to deal with your chemical imbalances and insecurities. Okay. Brother Tony, sometimes you don't know that someone is jealous of you until you step on their toes. I'm a one God man says, okay, all right, for sure, for sure. You know, he says we gotta divert our mind and let them go. Focus on healthy way to communicate to them, um, be civil. Find some kind of common ground and try to handle the situation with grace and peace. For sure. You know what I mean? Appreciate that. You know what I mean? Definitely on point with that. You know, at Fleming's. Okay. What up, David? What up? What up? What up? Appreciate that. He says, Truth Seeker says, I heard jealous or envious people are low key admirers. I could agree with that. I definitely, I could agree with that. You know, I definitely could agree with that. You know what I mean? For sure. You know what I mean? All right. What up, Power? You says hello, everyone. Hey, Tony, we need some sort of that teaching in Cortland, New York. We would like to invite Apostle to come to Cortland and spread the word. Well, truthofgod.com, there is a contact form link on there, or you could email the church, First Church at truthofgod.com, First Church at truthofgod.com, or you can email me, BOXERTONYHARVIN at gmail.com, and then I will give you the secretary email. You know what I mean? And she will shoot it straight to him. You know, certain things like that I will give to the secretary. You know, important stuff like more so important things like that. But when people talking about, oh, I need to speak to Apostle about a question about marriage. Listen, the video is up there, man. You understand that? A lot of people think I'm gonna give out personal information to Gino. No, I'm not gonna give out his personal phone number. No way. You know, there's an email, firstchurch at truthofgod.com, you know. But certain things like that, you want the apostle to come speak. I definitely, when you email me, I definitely will give you the contact email or information to the secretary, and she definitely will forward it over to him. You know what I mean? That would be a great thing for Apostle to come to Cortland, New York. All right. Okay. Next one. He says, cut them off, pray, and move on. KMN says, ignoring them hasn't worked for you. You said I did it for years. It just made them more aggressive to be seen and heard when they would mock or try to turn strangers against me. Wow. Guy named Otis, he says, what's up? What up to you? Hope all is well. It's all good at KMN. You know what I mean? It's all good if you typed a lot. It's cool. You know what I mean? It's live conversations, you know? All right. What up, Tasha? Okay. What up, Brittany Hemingway? Flo says, haters gonna hate. You're right. You said, thank you for this live, and as I honestly don't know what to do. No problem, KA, man. No problem. What up? What is that? 45. I'm just gonna call you 45. Mimi 45. You know what I mean? Willie Minor, you says I had a so-called homie got mad at me and want to kick me out the car because I kicked his tail in a game of basketball. Well, listen, you know how stuff like that can go. You know what I mean? That basketball, that basketball, that football. Basketball, man, you be ready to get it in. You understand? You understand? You be ready to get it in. That's a manly thing right there. You know what I mean? I wouldn't call that jealousy. You know, I just call that, because I know we should know as men how we are in sports like that, basketball and stuff like that. We upset because we lost, but after a while we'll get over it. You know, we got to take it to the ring. You understand? I ain't no ball player, but we can take it to the ring. You know, if it's like that with my peoples and whatnot. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna hurt them. I ain't gonna hurt them. You know what I mean? Just touch them up a little bit. You understand? For sure. But ain't nothing like a good game of basketball. You know what I mean? Ain't nothing like it. You got me thinking about hitting the courts tomorrow. You understand? You got me thinking about that right now. Hit the courts tomorrow. Or watch some Professor tonight. Or N1. You know. Uh, um. Number two son says Gino is going to be busy in Europe. Well, usually the scheduling is for like later on down the road. Well, G Swole, you says how would you handle a jealous big brother when I feel like my big brother is jealous of me, which I don't understand when he has more than me, and he's a big brother. Well, like we said earlier, sometimes people could just be jealous of you just because. They may have more. They may have more money. They may have more education. But it's just something about you that they just jealous of. That they, like somebody said, subconsciously they admire you on the low. It's just something about you, that they are jealous of. And that's your family and stuff like that. It's like I don't know if you may have had or want a conversation with him, what I mean, to really talk about it, man. You know? Um, okay. No problem at Power Ranger. T. Howard says, I would recommend giving all your haters Apostle Geno Jennings YouTube to help them learn who they are and what to look out for. That's truth and real talk. For sure. For sure. KMN says haters are motivators, but they are dangerous, at least the ones I've met. Jealous people will steal from you, sabotage your relationship, marriage, job. Some of them you have to cut off. Absolutely. You're absolutely right about that one. You know, definitely agree with that one. Guy named Otis. It says, did you play basketball in high school, brother Tony? Did I play ball? No. Did I play basketball? Unfortunately, no. Unfortunately, no. I went to Lincoln High School, Jersey City, New Jersey, 1998 to 2002. I didn't play basketball, didn't play football. I didn't play nothing in high school. You know what I mean? I was too busy hanging out with the friends, dealing with music and dealing with turntables and mixers and echo chambers and track boards and records. You know what I'm saying? But after high school, around like maybe 20, that's when I got into the boxing gym. It was something about boxing that I just knew I had something there. You know what I mean? But I didn't play basketball, team wise. But I thought about it. I did think about it, you know. But I just didn't go through with it. You know what I mean? I didn't go through with it, because my first instance when I was a kid, I thought about boxing. You know what I mean? So I wanted to fulfill that in my time, because basketball could be aggressive, but I'm not really a basketball type of person. I was, aggressive. So if anything it's gonna be football, strong safety. You know what I'm saying? Although I'm little and whatnot, but I'm a person that like to hit. You know what I'm saying? I'm a person that like to hit. You know what I mean? Forget catching the ball. Listen, I just want to Ray Lewis somebody. You understand? I just wanted to Ray Lewis somebody. Hitting. You know. All right, but I didn't play basketball in high school. But if anything, I would have played football. I probably would have been the littlest linebacker or whatever. You know what I mean? Taking things apart for sure. If I was to play sports in high school, you know what I mean? Okay. True Seeker says if hate and jealousy festers, it leads to harm. Jesus was hate was, huh? Was hated on, I guess you mean, because you put ing, you put hated on, I guess you meant. All right. KMN says I was always silly and happy and sad people that may make them upset. Siblings jealousy is normal. It could be anything. Absolutely. For sure. Emmett Spirit says on the for real tip, I used to have that envy and jealousy spirit in mind, but I thank you, Jesus. But I thank Jesus for teaching me through his servants and holiness ministry and God's Holy Spirit for discernment, for sure. God shows us how to deal with jealousy, boot them out of your life, and show them who is the greater one. He booted Lucifer out of heaven, Georgina Flemings said. Okay. Alberto says, I played in high school. I was the captain. I played soccer in high school. I was the captain for 2 years in a row. Cool. That's wonderful. Soccer. We didn't have soccer, at our high school. You know what I mean? But soccer is cool. I watch, soccer. But me playing it, nah. That's some good cardio. That's some good, a good conditioning sport. Soccer. Good. Very good. All right. What up, Julio Plaza? He says, when I was out there getting high, nobody helped me. Now in Jesus, they talk about me in my walk with the Lord. What is new? Yeah. It happens. What up, Anthony Brody? He says, greetings, family. So, bro, am I wrong for me to tell my daughter and her husband to cut my grandson here? They put his hair in a ponytail and I hate it. Give them scripture and they still get mad at me. Well, it's scripture, it's scripture for sure. We got to remember though, everybody don't follow the scriptures. Everybody don't, I got some family members of my own, and stuff like that. Similar situations may have happened, but people gonna do what they're gonna do at the end of the day. Some people just don't know better. They really don't. They really don't know better in general, But I can remember me having braids, when I was young. Man, you couldn't tell me nothing, You couldn't tell me anything. I had my long braids, I had my chains, my gold watch. You know what I'm saying? My expensive clothes. At least I thought they was expensive. You couldn't tell me nothing at all. You couldn't tell me anything when I had my long braids, man, way back when. But I understand what you're talking about at Anthony Brody for sure. Motor Life says sometimes I want to have a calm conversation and say how I come in peace, but I will not be pushed over by anyone. Then I have to realize some may just be happy acting up. Then I distance them. Absolutely. Excuse me. Woo. It's almost that time. Shirley says, you play hockey. You play hockey? Really? That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen, me personally, I ain't going out there skating on ice. Some thin blades. Oh no. All right. G Swole says, have you ever been jealous over a female you really liked, but she liked another dude? Whoa. Good question. Good question. Good question. Woo. Wow, that was a grand slam question right there. For sure. G Swole. The answer is no. No. You know what I'm saying? No. I never had that issue. If I liked a female in the past or whatever the case may be, and then she found interest in another man, then hey, you know what I mean? I was okay with taking the L. I was okay with it. Back in my day, we used to go to the malls, Newport Mall in Jersey City. when I was young and dumb. You know what I mean? When I didn't know no better, going out to the malls, 14, 15, trying to talk to the girls, see if your game is sharp. Hey, how you doing? Whatever, all that other stuff. Or you see a female in high school that you like or interested in and stuff like that, but she ain't interested in you. You could be good looking or whatever the case may be, but some people's preferences is just different. They may go for somebody else at the end of the day. I'm not gonna sit here and be jealous over no woman at all because she like or have interest in somebody else. You know what I'm saying? If I try to talk to a female in general, hypothetically speaking, and she find interest in another man, hey, I don't care. You know what I mean? Hey, move on. You understand? It ain't that serious. There's more women out there who I might find interesting in. Singular. I know I use women as plural, but I'm using singular to a woman if I found them interesting. You ain't gonna catch me, false prophets. You understand? You ain't gonna catch me out there like that. So if a man find interest in a woman, and he's trying, but she don't like him, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, it's part of life. You got to take that L. You got to take that one on the chin. You gotta look on the floor and pick your face up. You understand? You gotta pick it up. Hey, gotta move on. Gotta move on for sure. All right. Appreciate that at K8 man. Appreciate that. Appreciate the compliment. Mr. Ham says I boxed football and track back in the day. Whew, that's a combination right there. That's a combination right there. Boxing, and then you got the football on top of that in the weight room, and then you got track with the conditioning. Whew. Listen, them type of people you don't want to mess with. Them type of people you don't want to mess with. You understand? That's a great combination right there. I remember I sparred somebody who was like that. Man, back in Jimmy Dupree's boxing gym. I had to been, I don't know how long ago. It was probably 2007 or 8. He did all that. Man, that was one of the hardest times I ever been hit. I ain't get dropped, but that was one of the hardest hits I still remember. I still remember that hit. Whew, he was strong. Strong. He was strong for sure. All right. Okay. What up, Kev Gang? What up? For sure. Okay. Let's see. Who else I missed? Barbara Mosley. Let me see. Okay. All right. Ann Witherspoon. You says, "Hey, baby," huh? Huh? I'm pondering that one. You understand? I'm pondering that one. All right. Okay, T. Howard. You says it all boiled down that it takes a mature person to be able to handle jealousy and haters. Knowing who you are and having the vertical connection will help overall with all things. Let the word teach. Absolutely. Absolutely, for sure. Shirley Dukes says, dealing with unsafe family members isn't a joke. Absolutely. It's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's like, man. I mean, I'm not a person to force scripture on people, especially family members, but it's very. It's very. Absolutely. It's not a joke, Tasha says, would you say jealousy is an evil spirit? I'll let the chat room answer that for sure. K.A. man, you funny. You funny. Okay. True Seeker says, Brother Tony, can you talk about your experience moving to a different place one day? I can talk about it right now. I always touch on it. Moving from Jersey City, New Jersey. Born and raised in Jersey City, New Jersey, Fulton Avenue, Clerk Street, Corcoran, Neptune, and stuff like that in the urban areas. Violence, drugs, and all that other stuff out there. Staying away from all the negativity and what have you. Stayed in Jersey City to about March of last year. Actually, I left Jersey City, went to Maryland. To try out for the. I was in the police academy, Prince George County, for the deputy sheriff. Police academy was fun. I had fun. Had a lot of fun. Shout out to Corporal Askews. Hopefully he moved up to a sergeant. He's from North New Jersey out there. Pretty funny guy. But due to the fact that being in law enforcement, coming out of trucking, when you're in trucking, you make a lot of money and stuff like that. But going to the police force, man, I'm sorry to say, it wasn't cutting it. So I left and moved to Charlotte to be closer to my kids and whatnot. And I'm back in the trucking. So that's my story right there, in a nutshell, So I lived in 3 places within a 2-year radius or something like that. So Charlotte is cool. It's really cool. The people are not disrespectful, rude, jealous, and stuff like that. When you're back home, you may have more people jealous of you, versus going to a place where people don't know you. You understand that? So Charlotte has been okay. Charlotte, North Carolina. Just the drivers out here a little bit wild. You understand that? They're real careless. There's a lot of accidents over here in Charlotte. Why? I really don't know. People really don't know how to drive out here in Charlotte, North Carolina. But for the most part, it's been chill. It's been cool, and things like that. All right. Okay. Mr. Ham says, you said your boxing coach was Champ Chaney. He tried to keep me out of the streets. Of course, I messed it. Okay, understandable. What up? Let your light shine. Appreciate that. You funny at Neil Me Hope. JC1 says, have you came across any snakes in Charlotte? I heard they have a lot of snakes out there. Nope, I haven't come across any. I haven't come across any snakes out here. They have like little lizards and whatnot, But for the most part, no snakes. I've seen garden snakes in New Jersey. I've seen garden snakes in New Jersey, and things like that. But I haven't seen nothing wild. And back in Jersey, it was possums, raccoons, deers. I saw a coyote one time. So it's a little bit more things I've seen in New Jersey versus out here in the South. You know what I'm saying? So I haven't seen no snakes though. Alberto Gonzalez says any debate as well. Maybe a debate tomorrow. Maybe a debate tomorrow. Okay. You says Anthony Broder says, do you think it's a mistake when the doctor tells you that you're having a girl all the way until the baby is born, then a boy comes out? Because what goes into the mother goes into the child. Could be true. I mean, some doctors make mistakes, sometimes it could be hard reading a gender, for sure. But I wouldn't be upset about that in general. I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be, Shirley Duke says, my job is in NYC, my children and granddaughter. Okay, cool. All right. Fleming says, jealousy is sinful if it leads us away from God and causing God to grieve. G Swole. Listen, G Swole, you can ask me anything. Anybody can ask me anything. I won't get mad at nothing at all. Just that certain people ask things in like a silly way. If it's a respectful question, I'll touch on it. You know what I mean? You says, are you married to your baby mother? No. You says, if that's a personal question, don't answer or get mad at me to kick me out. No, I'm not. Like I said, back when I was in the world, as we had a conversation the other day, I think I was on Facebook Live and YouTube at the same time, and we was talking about certain things. Back when we was young, hard headed, and we may have had kids that are wedlock when we was young. We didn't know better, So, and I told in the beginning, over righteous church folks, listen, calm down. You was at a point. I ain't say this part, but a lot of over righteous church people think that when people have babies that are wedlock and then they become saved and searching for truth, they still try to, well, you should have got married and stuff like that. You gotta understand, I was hard-headed. I ain't want nothing to do with church. I'm telling you, I was hard-headed. I was using profanity, had hatred in my heart. I had hatred in the sense if somebody was to do something to me. You know what I mean? That's what my hatred came from, not just hating the person just because. I'm talking about when I was young. So to those over righteous people, calm down. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. We know better now. You know what I'm saying? We got the truth now. Calm down. It's gonna be okay. All right. Tasha says, would you say there's a difference between haters versus jealousy? There could be some similarities. You know what I'm saying? There could be some similarities with those two characteristics, for sure. Definitely, for sure. All right. Trisha Perry, what up? KMN says haters are haters because they are jealous, one and the same to me. I think there is a difference in jealousy and envy, though. Okay, cool. Latanya says Charlotte, North Carolina is a nice place to live, but it's expensive. It's all right. It's all right. I hear New Jersey has a lot of racism institute. You should carry a toy for protection, Tony, especially with the job that you do and all the crazies out there. Well, I used to deliver out there in Newark, New Jersey. So Newark, New Jersey is way worse than Charlotte, North Carolina. Way worse. So I used to deliver in the early AM in Newark, New Jersey. It's like Chicago and stuff like that. So just got to watch your surroundings. You got to be street smart and stuff like that and things of that nature. Know how to talk to people and what have you. Pray, of course. Keep God first. But I know there's a lot of crazies out here. I definitely know. It's always protect yourself at all times. As we learn in fighting and whatnot. Not that you want to have a physical altercation with somebody, but I'm just the type of person. Listen, if you come at me, I don't care if you come at me with a gun. I don't care. That's not going to put fear in my heart at all. You understand? Knife, whatever. You understand? I'm just that type of person. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Just don't blink. Don't blink. Don't blink. Don't blink at all. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Or if there's a situation out there, if somebody trying to rob you or something, listen, man. I probably say, listen, man, you don't gotta pull a gun out. If you need some money, man, here you go. Here you go. Just go about your business. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta pull a gun out. Just ask. You understand? Respectfully ask for it. Respectfully ask for it, for sure. Because you don't want to put yourself in a situation when you I'm talking to those out there who contribute into those activities. You don't want to put yourself out there, and the next thing you know, you're waking up off the ground in cuffs. For sure. All right. But people not more so doing those type of things. They're doing a cyber thing right now. They're doing a cyber thing like that. With the cash apps and stuff like that, and what have you, trying to scam people. All right, but we're about to conclude this live. What up, brother? What is that? Lise D. We're about to conclude this live. I appreciate everybody for coming on this live. What up, Mr. West? I appreciate everybody for coming on this live. The hour mark is up. And it's getting towards that bedtime time. So I thank everybody for coming on the live. Do remember, that I'm broadcasting Truth of God more so on rumble.com. Type in Geno Jennings and you'll see the Truth of God videos, due to the fact of what YouTube is have been doing to my YouTube channel. So my videos are more so on rumble.com. Excuse me, the videos are more so on rumble.com. Facebook is booming. We got the Rumble up and coming, and I got to work on the Daily Motions .com and whatnot to post more content of the Truth of God. And I'm searching for more social media websites to post up the Truth of God. That's what I'm doing. So YouTube ain't the only platform to post up videos and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Me personally, I think YouTube may hit a decline. Being that they terminate people's channel just because they putting up the truth and things like that. That's just my personal opinion, but I appreciate everybody for coming on here. Hit me up on my email, boxertonyharvin@gmail.com. May you all, you're right, let your light shine. May you all have a blessed day, and hopefully, blessingly, Lord willing, we'll have a biblical discussion tomorrow. I'm not going to say the names. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be Clash of the Titans for sure. Everybody have a wonderful night. Peace.